Welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, we will transcribe and or translate the returned audio file via Whisper model. So to do that, first thing that we need to do is to import OpenAI. So this is the OpenAI configuration, which will return the OpenAI object, which we will be using. Okay, let's now go and create a new function. This function generates transcription. It will take the audio file and a parameter if it is in English or not. The default is false. Of course, if it is in English, we will just transcribe. If it is in another language, we will transcribe and translate to English. So the first thing to do in this method will be to check if the file exists or not. So if the file does not exist, we will console log and return. Of course, this file exists is a utility method that we need to define. So let me define it below here. Let's first attach a try catch handlers. If we catch any error, we will just return false. While what we do in the try will be to access the file synchronously. So we make sure this method will not return until it is able to access the file. In this case, of course, we will return true. Okay, then let's go back to this generate transcription function. First, I will declare this variable that will contain the transcription. Then I will stick an if-else condition to check if it is in English or not. If it is not in English, then we will translate. If it is in English, then we will transcribe. In the case of translation, we will call the OpenAI method create translation. It is asynchronous, so that's why we do the await, and the return value will be stored in this variable. We need to pass two parameters here. The first one is the file. So using the file system utility, create read stream, and we pass the audio file that was passed to us. The second parameter will be the model name. So that's in case of it is translation. Now in case of it is just transcribing, this time we just call the create transcription API. In the same manner, we pass the audio file, and also the second parameter is the model name. So this variable transcript will actually contain the transcript or the translation. Of course, this will always be in English, because if we are here transcription, that will be in English. If we are here translation, it will translate it to or transcribe it to its own language and then translate it to English. So this transcript is always in English. Okay, now let's console log that. So we console log the transcript.data.text. Then we obtain the name of the audio file. From this return file name, we generate a new file name for the transcript file. So we will take whatever the name of the audio file, we put transcript dash before it and dot text. So now we have the transcript file name. We then save the transcript text in this transcript text constant. Then we stick try catch blocks. In the catch block, we just log the error, while inside the try, we write the text to the file, and we just log that transcript text just for debugging. And finally, we just return this file name. So we have completed this generate transcription. We pass the audio file and we pass a default flag, not English, which defaults to false, of course. We check if the file is there. If it is translation, we call the create translation OpenAI API. If it is transcription, then we call the create transcription. Then we just get the name of the transcript file to be the same as the name of the audio file. only having transcript before and dot text. Then we write the transcribed text to this file, and then we return this file. Okay, let's now go to the top and make sure that we do call this file, this function, sorry. So here we have generate transcription. It is asynchronous, so we have the await. We pass the file path which we got from the downloader, and we pass whatever flag has been passed to us. We just look that, and at the top we have also to import the path package. So we have required that here. So now I think we have everything complete. We can just go and test, because in the playground we are calling this method, and here we are downloading, following that by transcribing. So let me test this again. So the download is now complete, and we have the MP3 file. Of course, now it is calling the Transcribe API, OpenAI API. Okay, so now you can see that the transcript was written successfully, and this is the name of the file, and this is the actual transcription text. So you can see the text is in English. Our next step will be to go to the ChatCompletion API and ask it to generate the keywords and the topics from this transcription.